strangely satisfying to hear Chris Patton on Newsnight saying, first of all, that Brexit is to blame for many of our troubles, and when asked whether or not the Conservatives have a chance of winning the next election, he said that he was still a Conservative and had been the former chairman of the Conservative Party, but that he had little in common with, quote, the flat earthers on the far right of the party. He was asked if he would name them, and then he was a little more reluctant. But a fine performance, and it's so good to hear somebody on the Conservative side admitting the truth. Many of our problems go back to Brexit, and until we can sort out either how to get Brexit done, how to deliver a proper Brexit, I think we've missed the opportunity, or how to reverse Brexit, our country will be in a mess. I'm always shocked when I buy things now. A few days after I bought them, maybe on the internet, and you think, oh, well, that was quite a hefty investment, and then suddenly DHL pings you and tells you you've got to pay another £400 import tax, and you think, that's absurd. That's absurd. Why wasn't I told about this at the point when I made the purchase? Because of Brexit. Because I'm living in some sort of fantasy world controlled by heinous witches. And look at them stirring their brew. Suella Braverman, invasion, hubble bubble, toil and trouble. Let's have a bit more. It's just madness. I don't see how this nonsense makes life easier. I just don't see it. It's like trying to buy something from Apple. Actually, I did get my my cable replaced yesterday in Exeter. The Exeter Apple shop was significantly nicer than the heinous shop in Birmingham, which I would recommend if you want something from Apple, don't go to the shop in Birmingham. They're monumentally useless, and trying to get some sort of resolution, it took me over 2 hours yesterday morning. And yet I walked into the Exeter shop and they couldn't have been nicer. Thank you very much, Dominic. Thank you, Ben. Charming. You restore some of my belief in Apple, but my goodness, it's difficult. I think there comes a point where you just think, I'll just lock myself in my kitchen and not go out. Why should I? And yesterday, because of the train strike, I had to pay for a taxi. Oh, absurd. And all this is because of Brexit, because we can't pay people for doing the job they do, because we can't make people feel valued, because there is no value, because we're scavenging around in the dustbin of history and the dustbin of geography because we've made our own decision to make ourselves poorer. Madness. And the sooner this nonsense is over, the better.